TikTok video, do you know, when the women are putting the makeup on?
Have you done a TikTok yet? No, you've never done TikTok?
No.
I'll train you.
Yeah, please do.
No worries. That's
Please
all right.
train me, Doug.
Okay, so we've already started here. I'm actually really excited about this, ladies and gentlemen, because this is a very special guest. I don't know if some of you may not know, but I'm guessing a lot of you know. This is Jo Enright.
Nobody knows me, nobody.
They do know you, because when I gigged with you for the first time, you were the first person I actually got tongue-tied with. Because Jo has actually been in a couple of my favourite TV programmes. You were Peter Kay's love interest, weren't you, in Phoenix Nights?
I was.
One of my favourite scenes ever, where he's going up on his travelator.
I know.
Don't you wait till I get you on there.
Do you know I have men coming up to me on trains and whispering that in my ear?
Really? Oh, that's a bit
It's happened
creepy.
once or twice. I'm really exaggerating, yeah.
Oh,
But
right.
It has happened.
No, I'm not going to do it because, like, you know, Me Too and all that.
It's not good. It's not good.
No, it isn't. So I apologise about that.
No, you're all right.
Oh, that's all right.
I knew you were going to start.
Oh, no worries. And also, you were the tax inspector on Alan Partridge, weren't you? Yeah. You've been in Ideal, The Job Lot, Trollied. There's quite a few. Look, you're looking at me now as if to say, what's the rest?
Because I can't remember them.
What was the one as well that Peter Kay did where he had the ice cream van and...
Oh, that Peter Kay thing.
Yeah, that was it. See, yeah.
I remember that.
We go back a long way, but without you knowing, because back then you were just on a video. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
I've still got the videos.
Can you see why I am so excited about this guest? So, do you know what this is all about then?
I've got no idea, which I like.
Okay, all right. Well, it's 15 minutes of quick fire questions. I can't get the smile off my face. I'm actually really buzzing about this. 15 minutes of quick fire questions. Where if you can answer them, answer them. If you can't, don't worry, we'll move on to another one.
Should we tell them where we are, by the way?
Oh, yeah, we're at the Sheffield... The Last Laugh, Sheffield City Hall. And I've actually just got to meet Toby as well, who was also on Phoenix Nights, which is... it's been a bit of a star-studded day today, and me and Dean as well. So I've just had to move Dean. Dean was standing behind me, but he looked like a little parrot on my shoulder here. So say hello, Dean.
Hello.
There you go. But he was on the episode before. So are we all ready to go?
I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, just to let you know as well, Jo is opening tonight, and this is why she's doing the makeup while
I'm going
we're
on
going.
stage soon.
Yeah, so we haven't got long, because you've just seen Toby again, haven't you? So you've been doing your... Oh, it's been a while. And all that
I've
stuff.
been chatting.
Yeah, nice.
We've been catching up.
I was a bit worried. I was thinking, no, he stole Jo from me. But no, here you are. Okay, so are we ready?
We're ready.
Yes. If there's anything in here a little bit naughty, don't worry. You can tell me that you're not answering that by all means.
I'll
but
try and
nothing's
answer
really wrong.
one of them at least.
Sure? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. So here we go. 15 minutes, quick fire questions, starting... now.
Okay.
Okay.
So
here we go. Don't be panicked.
Do I have to pick it out?
No. I'll pick it out. You carry on doing your makeup. I'll do mine after. Okay. So, what do you typically do when you're bored?
I knit.
I've seen the picture.
I knit.
Yeah. Do you knit on the way to gigs and
I
stuff?
knit
as
on
well?
I knit on the way to gigs. I knit just before I go on stage quite often. I knit after gigs.
Right.
It calms my nervous system.
What's your favourite thing to knit?
I'm knitting a whole load of Japanese pillows at the minute.
Get out of it.
I am.
My son is Japanese mad.
I can say your son is Japanese.
No, he's learning Japanese.
Uh-huh.
And we're taking him to Japan next year.
That is amazing. I really want to go to Japan.
Well, I said to my missus, I'll pay for me and Harvey and you can pay for yourself. And I've never heard someone go, okay, so quick in all my life. And then I Googled flights and found out why.
Right.
Very expensive.
Yes.
So yeah, I've been saving for a long time. Okay, so first question. See, it's not that bad,
That's
is
all
it?
right, actually.
Yeah, okay. Gets worse. Right, okay. Question 2 is, what fictional character would you like to be friends with and why?
Fictional.
Fictional. Is fictional real?
No, fictional is made up.
Okay, a fictional character.
Mork from Mork and Mindy.
Oh, that's a brilliant one. Nanu,
Just because I
Nanu.
really would have loved to have met Robin Williams.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most beautiful people on the planet, as well as yourself.
Thank you.
Yes,
Doug.
see how I got that in there? Didn't want a right hook.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a very good one. That is. I don't even know who mine is. I'll have to think of that for later. Okay, third question.
Right, we're going again.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met? What a question to come out.
Oh, that's a good question. Well, I've met lots of famous people because of the sort of work we do. But I think the person I met that I was most...
That got you like how I was when I met you?
I met Rodney from Fools and Horses.
Yeah?
In the BBC canteen. And I was dressed as an old lady because I was doing a comedy sketch show. And I was so starstruck because I was such a big Fools and Horses fan. I just stood with this tray of food that I just bought and just... as dressed as an old lady and just looked at him. But I also later met Sinead O'Connor in a hotel foyer, and she was amazing as well.
I'm a big music fan.
Yeah.
And I got to see Razorlight. We bought tickets to see Razorlight a couple of times, and I was a big Razorlight fan. Johnny Burrell, I love him. And I'm a big Shed Severin fan as well, so Shed Severin, don't get jealous. Not that you're going to watch this. But we bought tickets to go and watch 2 Razorlight gigs. We went and watched the first one, but then I was running a gig somewhere. Yeah. So I said to my missus, you take a friend with you, I'll set the gig up the day before. So as I set the gig up, she then, that's all right, you do what you've got to do. She sent me a picture. She only met Johnny Burrell, and I was really annoyed. Yeah. But then she got me one of the best presents I've ever had in my life. And they brought out a new album, and they were doing tracks at HMV. She bought me tickets to go and watch them do this track and to get to meet them. Yeah. So I got to meet Johnny Burrell. Brilliant. Yeah, which I was buzzing about.
It's brilliant when you meet, and what's...
When they're nice.
I was just going to say, people say, don't they, don't meet your heroes or whatever. But I've been fortunate enough to meet a couple of people I've really, really admired. And they've been lovely.
Same with Shed 7. A friend of mine got tickets to go to Shed 7's album launch, and I got to meet them, and they actually did a message to my missus saying, can't wait to see you in York. Yeah. Which was lovely. Okay.
It's nice when people are like...
Yeah, nice.
Just normal.
Yeah.
And decent.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When their fame hasn't corrupted
and
their
they
soul.
haven't got up their own...
Yeah.
Did you see I was?
Yes,
I would have said. I would have said something else then. Okay, so let's go again. What's your favourite cheese? This one's Daniel Piggins. So.
What? Oh, it's the one that's got bits of mould in it. Senegal. I love a bit of Senegal.
Senegal, is that what it's
called?
called?
Do you know Senegal? It's got bits of green mould in it.
I thought that was called something else.
They've all got bits of green mould, all the posh ones.
See, my favourite, I used to love Edam.
That the one with the holes in?
The Edam's the one that comes in the red ball.
Right.
And I also love Red Leicester.
I love how much we know about cheese.
Yeah, well, you've got to be a cheese fan, haven't you? And I did a lot of agricultural shows on the ice cream years ago. And on the agricultural shows, I found some...
what do you mean on the ice cream?
I was an ice cream man.
I didn't know you were an ice cream man.
I've had many
You're
jobs.
the second ice cream man I've met who I have got on with.
Oh, yeah? Why most of them you've hated? I've served Jude Law. And who's the one that had the H? What was his name again? Rimmer. Yeah, I met Rimmer. I served Jude Law. In fact, I said this in one the other day, so I'll tell you about that afterwards. But yeah,
what was Jude Law like? Was he?
Jude Law was lovely.
Himself?
No, he was lovely. He was there with his kids, and I am straight, but I would have turned for him. He was beautiful.
Handsome.
Oh, gorgeous. Like how he was so gorgeous, I do not know, but he was. And he had like a tuft of hair coming. I shouldn't know as much as I do about him, so let's leave it. Okay, ready for the next one? We're 6 minutes in.
We're good.
Okay.
I'm trying to not look tired.
Weapon of choice to kill zombies.
A knitting needle.
Because
I'll always have it on me.
Yeah, of course you will. Yeah.
And it's that same weapon I would use should a man be a bit strange on the tube with me.
Whispering stuff in your ear. Yeah, I like
Whispering
that.
stuff in my ears.
I like that. Okay. Right, next one. Here we go. Is... Okay.
I'm all right now.
There's 3 chickens to every human on Earth. If there was a chicken rebellion, how would you prep to fight off the 3 that came for you?
That's quite a hard question, isn't it? Ooh.
I think you had your knitting.
Can I have a bit of, Chicken kebab.
Yeah. Because you could eat them as well
Chicken
afterwards.
kebab.
Yeah, I like that.
Chicken kebab.
And you've got your skewer because you've got your knitting needles.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I like
chicken
it.
kebabbing.
Oh, do you know what? Yeah, this is. I like this. Right. Okay. So, if you could be a fly on the wall, who would you want to listen to?
Oh gosh, that's good, isn't it? It's so good.
Glad you like this.
I do like it. Who
It's on the
would I
spot
like to
as well,
listen
isn't
to? Who would I like to listen to? I always kind of wonder whether people are who they are, who they're presenting, whether they're like that at home.
Yeah.
And
Whether
I
it's
always
a
think
facade.
about and I also think about people who are really famous, who you never see them anymore. I wonder what they're doing there, and whether they're happy.
Well, what's his name? Who's just been kicked out of Big Brother? What's his name? Mickey Rourke. Yeah, he's just spent 6 years on his own, hasn't he? Because he didn't want to be around people.
Has he?
Yeah, but after seeing him on Big Brother, I can kind of see why. Bit of a nightmare. And all that work he's had done. Now he looks like Katie. Who was it who used to be the Page 3 model?
Katie Price.
Katie Price. Yeah, that's it.
I'm just Googling what
the way-
aren't I?
Love the way.
Yeah, I need you in the background.
Dean
Dean.
is like your long-term memory.
Yeah, he's like my little Google, isn't he? My little Google search. Okay, next, let's go. We're 8 minutes in. We've got 7 minutes to go.
Okay.
So, what was your funniest childhood memory?
I made a lot of people wee their pants.
Did you?
Literally.
Were you funny?
No, I didn't think I was. I had a very funny best friend, and she's still my best friend.
All right.
But occasionally now, I don't know how I'd do it, because I didn't intend to do it, but I'd be chatting to people and I'd say something and they would wee. A couple of times it happened, they would literally wee their pants.
So it was like you were practicing for this
Well,
without knowing.
I didn't know. But
Yeah,
I
that's
do
what I mean.
remember, I do remember that. So, I mean, I haven't got a specific memory, but I do remember making people literally wee, which felt like an achievement.
Yeah, well, looking back now with the job that you're doing now,
Yeah.
obviously that was maybe training for this without you knowing.
Without
you were
me knowing it.
secret. You were like on a secret mission.
Yes, I think it must have been just coming.
Yeah, au
It is
natural.
coming out, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, I like that. Yeah. Right, let's go for another one. Do you want to pick one out?
Yes. Here we go.
It's like the bingo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Best put my goggles back on.
It's an unnerving moment just before
Yeah,
you read it.
yeah. What inspirational quote changed the way you think or look at things?
Oh, I love that question. I think it was a Denzel Washington. I'm paraphrasing this, which
That's
is
all
what
right.
you shouldn't do with inspirational quotes, but it's something like, don't confuse movement with progression. Something like that.
And what's that mean?
It means just because you're moving forward doesn't mean you're achieving anything.
Right, okay. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, I like that. There are some really good ones out there, aren't there?
Yeah, there are.
I'm going to have to look into that. Denzel Washington is an inspiring geezer, isn't
It
he?
is an inspiring geezer.
Yeah, okay. So, next we have, who's the most interesting person you've ever met?
Oh,
Doug.
oh, gosh.
I bet you've met quite a few, haven't you? Someone that
Are we
you just
talking
thought,
about
wow.
famous
No,
people?
anyone?
No, anybody.
Anybody, yeah.
I don't know that I've got anybody in my memory as the most interesting person. I find people generally quite interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I'll meet somebody on a train and, I'll end up talking for 2 hours. Often. That happens to me often.
So do you think it's more other people have walked away thinking, my God, she was interesting?
No, I think they might think she was quite a good listener.
Ah, right, okay.
Because I'm quite good at asking questions.
Ah.
And
See,
they'll say, oh, that I've not thought about that before. So I'm genuinely interested, and I genuinely like listening, and I genuinely want to understand how people think.
I like that. Yeah, yeah. And I suppose through your life as well, you do meet quite a lot, whether it's like doing what we're doing your TV, you'll always meet interesting people. And some people kind of catch you off guard as well because you're not expecting it, don't they?
I mean, I will like, I'm on trains all the time. Trains, buses. So, I mean, I will, I'll start conversations or someone else will start conversations. But yeah.
I bet you've been on a few as well where you've just thought, I am not talking to that person.
Yeah. There was a guy who sat in front of me, and I knew he was, some people really want to talk, don't they?
Yeah.
Not for any other reason than they need to be listened to. And he was like, "This is just, don't even ask me what I've been doing this weekend." He was like, "Don't."
Okay.
And that was it. I was like, "Okay," and I didn't.
I bet
You
went
really
purple.
don't want to know what I've been doing this weekend. I was like, "Okay, I didn't say that. I was thinking that." He was desperate to tell me, and then he did tell me, started telling me about how he's lost access to his kids. And do you know, it needs to talk.
Maybe he just needed to get it out there.
He did.
And you could have been it's like a release valve, isn't it?
Yeah.
But sometimes it can bring you down a bit, but also I suppose it's nice to know that you've probably helped him there.
Well, it's the energy. It takes energy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Listen.
This is why I always say to people as well, I've got a couple of friends that are going through like some serious stuff. One of them's got like really bad mental health problems. And sometimes, like when he rings sometimes, I look at the phone and, I mean, at the minute he's ringing because he's got so much positive stuff going on. But sometimes there was months and months where he was ringing and I knew it was going to be it was going to hurt me, like be draining for me, but I knew he needed it.
Yeah.
So sometimes people just need someone to listen to,
Yeah.
don't they? So I like that,
I
Jeff.
wasn't listening to you as you were saying that, ironically.
Oh, right.
I was
Yeah.
looking at you.
No,
I was
you were-
listening. I was listening.
You
It
were
appeared
using
like I
your
wasn't.
eyes there and your ears here. So
Absolutely.
that's all good. Okay, we've still got a minute and a half, so we'll try and get 2 more in. Okay. What song artist do you think everyone should know about?
Oh, well, I met a taxi driver who hadn't heard of Elvis the other day. Never heard of Elvis, which I thought was astonishing. But I mean, I'm a big Sinead O'Connor fan.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people have heard of Sinead O'Connor, haven't they?
Not everyone though.
Not
So
everyone.
you think everyone should know about Sinead? What?
Yeah.
Just a music or a background?
I just think she was a fascinating, brave, intelligent, smart, incredibly talented woman. So
Yeah.
if you don't know about her, you're missing.
I know some things about Sinead O'Connor, and I know that she was shunned by some people because of how outspoken she was. So
Yeah.
yeah. That's a very good one. I think we've
Yeah.
got time for one.
I think Sinead O'Connor's been my answer to about 4 of these questions.
Doesn't matter if that's your passion. That's your passion.
Yeah.
So no worries. There's no rules or regulations to this. It is what it is. We fly
Did
by
you
the
ever
cuff.
see the episode of Family Fortunes where I think they answered fish fingers to 4 of the...
No.
Yeah, it's funny.
No. Fish fingers. I want to see it now. I might have to Google that. Okay, so last question. Here we go.
Okay.
What's the weirdest thing a guest has ever done in your house?
Oh, that's interesting. Do you know, I haven't... Can I slightly change it?
Yeah, go on.
The question, right? So it's not what a guest has done in my house, but a certain person did something to... I loaned someone a book once.
Mm-hmm.
Books are really precious to me.
Okay.
I love them. I've got a lot of them. And they're the thing I turn to, in times of needing comfort. If it's not knitting
Yep.
or whiskey.
Oh, whiskey.
It will be books stuff, right? It will be books. So they're really precious. If I loan a book, I'm really...
Look after it.
I need it back.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to look after it. And I got it back off the friend, who's a dear, dear friend. And the person had underlined in pencil sections that they liked. And I was like, oh, no, we can't do that.
You turned into the pigeon then from your bit that
I
you used to do.
did. Which I might do tonight. Now you've just
Oh,
reminded me.
right, yeah, that
Now
was one of
you've
my
reminded
favourite
me.
bits.
I might do
actually.
it
I love
tonight.
that.
I might do it tonight.
Well, I'm going to finish by telling you the weirdest thing, because that's the first time that's came out. The weirdest thing that anyone's ever done at my house, and there has been a lot because I was a bit of a messy person back in the day. But we had a party at mine and my friend's house. Nick Ginelli, who's passed away now, God rest his soul, who's my best mate, and we used to have a lot of after parties, raves and stuff. And one day we went to bed and we woke up in the morning and someone had bit our fish in half. Yeah, which I think...
That felt fake, my reaction, but I
genuinely,
that's...
all that was left was the head just bobbing in the fish tank, and we didn't know who did it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we didn't know who did it until years later, and I'm talking probably 5 years ago, someone come up to me and they went, "Doug, I'm really sorry for biting your fish in half." I was like, "Was that you?" And he went, "Yeah." He says, "It's been playing on my mind." We were 21 when we lived together. So
That's
5 years ago,
excuse.
45. So he was what? I'm not very good at maths, but 20 plus years it's took him.
He was older.
Yeah, but it's took that long and it's played on his mind.
Do you know what? There's things that I need to go back and sort out with a few people, things that I've said and done. And it's going to be, 25, 30, 40 years sometimes when you go back.
Yeah.
The important thing is that you go back and you put it right.
Yeah. In fact, there was I'm not going to talk about this online, but there was, in fact, I'll tell you about it afterwards. But that's the end of quick fire questions. Is that all right for you,
Do you know
Joe?
what? That was not as stressful as I thought.
I know, I could tell yesterday that you were a little bit worried about it not knowing.
When you don't know what it's going to be.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
it's totally off the cuff.
Have you seen Tommy Tiernan's talk show in Ireland?
No.
The Tommy Tiernan show.
Okay.
Tommy doesn't know what the questions are going to... He doesn't know the questions either. It's
right.
Really
well,
interesting.
there is a second half to this, but I haven't done it here. I'm going to do it on something else where we talk about a subject of your choice.
Okay.
But I know nothing about it until you start talking about it in this 15 minutes.
You know what that's going to be, don't you?
No, because you're not going to tell me, and we'll do that on another green room at another day.
Okay.
You up for that?
This is too red now.
No, that's all right. I'm making you blush. Yeah. One last thing before we go, though, Joe. Is there anything you need to plug? Is there any shows coming up? Is there anything you're doing?
I'm just doing gigs.
Right, okay.
I'm just doing gigs.
Right. Where are you next week? Do you know?
Do you know what? I'm going on some cruises. I'm doing some cruises. I'm doing some stand-up on some cruises. Yeah, I'm going to be doing Hull in May.
You know you're only allowed to do your clean material.
Yeah, well,
cruises.
That's good. That's good, isn't it?
No effing and jeffing.
No effing. I'm going to have to work really hard.
You're going to have to clean up a bit.
I am.
Yeah, because it's not like you're one of the cleanest comedians out there, is it?
It's not like I am.
Yeah. But did you enjoy this then?
I did. Very much.
Lovely. Well, we've got about, I don't know, not very long now until the gig, probably about 15, 20 minutes. Your makeup's nearly done.
It is.
Yeah, and this is Doug and Joe, and we're out. Thanks for listening. And like I say, if you've enjoyed this and you know any questions that you want to put in the buckets, give me a shout. We'll drop your questions in the buckets if I like them, and you never know, your question might be the next one that gets people's mind flowing. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.